Good morning, students. Hope you all are healthy and fine. I welcome you all to K-Tech High School and Junior College. Children, today we are going to study grammar. And in grammar, today we are going to study punctuation. Punctuation marks are quite important while forming the sentence. In order to clarify the meaning and the clauses that are there in the sentence, punctuation marks are very important. These are some of the punctuation marks. First, full stop, comma, question mark, exclamation mark, hyphen, and the last but not the least, dash. Now let's read and find out where to use full stop exactly in our sentence. Full stop. It is also known as period. It is used at the end of the statement or order. So now students, why do we use full stop? We use full stop at the end of the statement. So basically, the full stop denotes the end of the statement or an order. Like for example, so children, we use full stop at the end of any statement or an order. Now what is the difference between a statement and an order? A statement is a normal sentence, like you can see, I did my project. Full stop, because we have completed our sentence. I love to play. Full stop. Why? Because I have finished saying I love to play. Now let us see some examples of order. Order is nothing but students when we are ordering anyone. Okay? If we are giving an order to anybody, then that statement is called as order. First one, bring the chair. Here we are ordering someone to bring the chair. And as we have finished, so we are putting full stop at the end of our order. Next we have is write down in your book. So students, over here we are ordering someone to write down in the book. So we have finished giving an order. And at the end what we are doing, we are adding a full stop. So full stop denotes the end of a statement or an order. Simply full stop we write down at the end of a statement or an order. Now students, let us come towards another punctuation mark, that is comma. A comma shows a slight pause in a sentence. It is used for the following: to separate words in a list. We have a mango tree, a banana tree, two neem trees, and a guava tree in our garden. So first what they are telling us, that we can use comma in order to separate the words in a list. Like for example, as you all can see, the first example, my mother bought oranges, bananas and some apples. So students, over here, what we are doing, comma, we are using in order to separate the words that are there in the list. So my mother bought oranges, then I am putting a comma, then bananas, at the end and apples. So we are putting a comma in order to separate the words, that is orange and banana, because we are not writing and over there. And after banana we are writing and because that is apples. They are the last one in the list. See the next example. I love to read books, watch TV and play outdoor games. Over here we have inserted comma between read books and watch TV. So in order to separate the words in a list, we can use a comma. Another way to separate phrases or clauses. Now how to do this? Let us study. As you all can see the first example on your screen. Kashmir, the heaven on the earth, is in India. Over here, students, Kashmir is a name of a place. So we have to put a comma after that because we take a small pause. That is, Kashmir, the heaven on the earth, is in India. Next sentence we have is, good morning, hope you are fine. So we take a small pause after this. That's why we are putting a comma after good morning. Next, we have to use comma while writing any conversation. Now students, writing conversations means when people are speaking something. So first, if anyone is speaking, then the words uttered by that person, we have to write down those exact words in double inverted commas. And what are double inverted commas? These commas are called as double inverted commas. And why we have to write them? We have to insert them because these were the words said by someone. Like the first example, be careful when you walk. So these words were uttered by the teacher. So after this we are going to put a comma. We will take a short pause and then we will say, said the teacher. Just like this, our next example, only 1000 rupees, replied the salesman. So only 1000 rupees, salesman said this, right? So we are putting this in double inverted commas. Then we are putting a comma, taking a short pause, then we will say, replied the salesman. Now, the next situation where we use a comma is whenever we are addressing someone in the sentence. Like we have the first example, Mummy, look what I have bought. So students, over here we are addressing Mummy. So after Mummy we will put a comma and we will take a short pause. Then we will continue our sentence, that is, look what I bought. And after the sentence is completed, as usual we will put a full stop because it's a statement. The next example that we have, Rahul, are you going to come for the party? Over here we are addressing Rahul. So after Rahul we will put a comma, we'll take a short pause and then we will continue our question. Are you going to come for party today? So this is a question. So over here students, we are asking a question to Rahul. So we'll not put a full stop, instead we will put a question mark. Next we have is question mark. Now students, this is quite easy because we can identify a question easily. Question mark we use whenever we are asking or the person is asking any question in the sentence. As they have given some examples, how are you? Now it's a question. Hence, we will not put a full stop, but we will end it with a question mark. Next example we have, can you hold my bicycle for a moment, please? Now students, over here, the person is asking a question that can you hold my bicycle for a moment, and then the person is requesting please. So it's a question for someone. So hence we will put a question mark after the sentence. This is quite easy students. Whenever you identify the sentence as a question, put the question mark at the end of it. Another punctuation mark is exclamation mark. Now students, why exclamation mark is used? It is used after an interjection or exclamation. Now what is exclamation? The words that give us or that express the feeling of sorrow, joy, happiness, sadness, anything. The strong feeling that the word gives or the phrase gives, then that is called as exclamation. And after such words or phrases, we put an exclamation mark. As y'all can see the examples given below. First one, what a beautiful flower. So now this phrase, it is giving us an expression of the beauty of that flower. So hence we put an exclamation mark after this phrase. Next we have is ouch. The word ouch is expressing the feeling of pain. Hence we put an exclamation mark after the word ouch. These are some of the expression words after which we can use or insert exclamation mark. Like for example, ouch gives us an feeling of pain. Ouch, you stamped on my foot. So it's an field word, right? Expressing word. So we put an exclamation mark after it. Next, alas, he died last week. So the word alas is showing the sorrow, feeling of sorrow. So we put an exclamation mark after it. Hurrah! We won the match. Wow, what a beautiful dress. Oh, I forgot my notebook. So these are some of the expressing words, and if we find such words or phrases, then we have to insert an exclamation mark after them. Now the last two we have are hyphen and a dash. Now what is the difference between a hyphen and a dash? Hyphen, as you all can see in the picture students, hyphen is always smaller than a dash and dash is bigger than the hyphen. Now why do we use hyphen? We use hyphen to connect the parts of a compound word. You all have remembered that we have studied in a previous class suffix and prefix. Prefix and suffix, what are they? They are a combined word or a compound word, the first part of the word and the second part of the word. Without joining them, the words doesn't have that much meaning. But by joining them, we can give them a detailed meaning. Like for example, self and service, they both are independent word. But when we put a hyphen, we can join the words, these two words together, and it becomes self-service. For example, you have to do self-service in this restaurant. So it became a very meaningful word that we have to do self-service. We have to serve ourselves and in that restaurant. Next we have is post office. All together. Pre-test. Midnight. So such words, when we join these two words, the two words, then the small dash that comes between or is inserted between this small dash is called as hyphen. Now let us see where do we use dash. Dash. It is used to separate parts of a sentence. Like for example, there are three types of pollution. Dash, air pollution, water pollution and sound pollution. So students, why do we use dash? We use dash in order to separate the one sentence into two parts. As you all have seen in this example, the whole sentence is divided into two parts by using dash. Thank you.